Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. I'm off early. Work has been slow all week. It's supposed to be slow next week too, but hey, it is what it is. Let me move the steering wheel before I have to cuss one of you jokers out by my steering wheel. Oh, that's dirty. The hell with it. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. Warning. Warning, warning, warning. As I said earlier, everybody ain't going up with us, right? So to those who didn't hear the last video, if you get in the comment section with that stupid stuff, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to block you. That's it. And I don't mean disagreeing with me. I mean, like I said earlier, if you're getting on there talking about my steering wheel, I can't get your stuff off of here. You're talking about the roof, what have you, dumb stuff. I'm not going to be letting you get on my nerves. You're not going to annoy me. You're not going to irritate me. I'm the type of person when I'm around people that I know don't like me or they stupid or they get on my nerves, I'm not going to stay there and try to people please them and make sense of the matter. I'm going to remove myself from the situation. I always tell y'all to do the same thing. If you're around somebody who acting a fool, stupid, goofy, make you sick, remove yourself from around them people. You can't make them change. Don't try to make nobody else change. You change your location. So with that being said, to any of y'all that get on here with that dumb shit, I ain't, like I said, you can disagree with me all you want on the topic or what have you. I ain't tripping off nobody that you got to agree with everything I say. That ain't what I'm saying. But if you're on here talking about some that dumb stuff, I'm too old for that. I'm a grown man. I don't play with other folk kids. I am a grown-ass man. Don't play with me. I'm not going to ask you not to play with me. I'm going to make you not play with me. I ain't like most people. I don't just ask you not to play. I'm going to make you not play with me. So therefore, just know, if you can't be serious or what have you with your comments or respectful, you'll notice, if I happen to see it, I don't see everybody's comments, but I guarantee you if I see it, you getting blocked. I don't care how you feel about it. Whether it bothers you or not, it ain't about hurting you. You just ain't finna be getting on my nerves. I don't want to see it, that dumb shit. I want to be able to go in my comment section and respond and interact with intelligent people. That don't mean somebody that agree with everything I say, but you can disagree and still be intelligent. You ain't got to be stupid when you disagree. You disagree, that's fine. I disagree on a lot of stuff too. But it's a way to do everything. I don't tolerate foolishness at all. Don't play with me. Hope you got the message. If not, you will. You're going to be typing, big boy, you an idiot. And you're going to look and it ain't going to show up. And you can be like, did he turn off the comment section? And you're going to see other people's comments showing up and you ain't going to see yours. Because you've been blocked. So you steady typing away. Big boy, you an idiot. You don't know what the hell you talking about. You need to get off YouTube. It ain't going to show up. Because I blocked you from your last comment. But I didn't tell you. I ain't warn you. I ain't gonna, just the only warning right here. From here on out, I've been doing it. Y'all just ain't know it. I just ain't said nothing. But now I'm letting you know. Just in case you don't want to be blocked and you don't mean no harm, keep your stupid shit to yourself. Now this message here, I haven't made one in a while to the young men. So this one was for y'all again. Something that I had to learn the hard way, that I'm going to pass on to y'all, so y'all won't have to make the same mistake I did when it comes to dealing with a woman. And mistaken love. Confusing lust for love. There was a time, right? Y'all know my story. I was in the street, what have you. So I was a D-boy. So giving off that kind of energy, which I was living a negative lifestyle, so I attracted negative people. The type of people I attracted, birds of a feather flock together. I wasn't shit, so I attracted people that wasn't shit. We flocked together. Weed heads hang out with weed heads, crackheads hang out with crackheads, so forth and so on. But whatever your piece of shit lifestyle is, them are the type of people you're going to be around. So those are the type of women I attracted. But for some reason, I found myself in love with those women. Like they were top-notch quality women. At the time, I couldn't figure out, because I was knowing the type of woman I was dealing with, because all the homies dealing with these type of women. Them the only type of women we knew. Now, we did have some, because we had the fancy cars and the jewelry and the clothes, we did have some professional women, lawyers and doctors and nurses and what have you, that like bad boys. We had those types too. The married nurses and the married doctors and married lawyers would come on in the hood and sneak and pick one of us up and ride around and drink and smoke or whatever, and then going back to their little plush lifestyle. We were like a fetish, a fantasy form. But other than that, the type of women that I was used to having, we already knew they wasn't no good. But yet, I would find myself in love with these women and then be arguing, fussing, fighting, always, you ain't shit, bitch, I know you fucking my friend and all that. But yet, I would get in a relationship with them and couldn't let them go. Be strung out. And what I thought in love. Knowing they wasn't no good from day one. I knew it. My homies knew it because they did the same thing. We were all going through the same dilemma when we were young. When I was out there in them streets, messing with them thoughts. What we called them back then was dope hoes. The type of women that only went for the dope boy. Dope hoes. You OGs from the streets know what I'm talking about. I don't know what y'all call them nowadays, but we call them dope hoes. They didn't want to work. They didn't want a 9-to-5 guy. They didn't want a working guy. Even if the working guy made more money than me, they didn't want him. His lifestyle wasn't exciting. I was exciting. Shootouts, getting shot at. It's weird. But anyway. So I'm knowing what type of women that I'm attracting. The type of women that's coming at me and my partners. The type of women that are sleep with me and my friend, and his brother, his cousin, his daddy. We knowing these are the type of women we're dealing with. And we still, after a while of kicking it with them, because we start off, we just kicking it, because we knew what type of women they was. So we start off just kicking it. We already got in our mind, she can't be my girl, but I'm finna kick it with her. I'm gonna hit that thing, boy, you know what I'm saying? Thinking we got everything figured out. I know she ain't no good, but we just kicking it. Oh, my brother. Let me tell y'all and give you a word of advice. There's no such thing as sport fucking, which is fucking for fun. At some point in time, when y'all just fucking, somebody gonna catch feelings, and it might be your ass. It might not be her, it might be you. There's no such thing as sport fucking, which means fucking for fun. We just kicking it. We just gonna screw and nothing else. No feelings, no strings attached. It don't work like that. Pump your brakes. Somebody gonna catch feelings, if not both of y'all. But what I found out in that situation, more times than not, it's the man that catch feelings over that woman. Because that woman knows she a hoe. She was okay with the arrangement y'all had. A lot of times it be the man when you're a younger guy. We be the ones end up falling. Because what ends up happening, we let the good pussy fool us. The title of this video, young men, don't let that good coochie fool you. I couldn't figure it out till years later. Why is it? And it happened more than once. Why do I keep getting with these women that I know up front ain't no good? They don't pretend. They don't put on no show. They don't do none of that. See, nowadays you got these sneaky women that try to pretend like good women and then reel you in. Hold on. My bad, y'all, I had to sneeze. You got these women nowadays that pretend like good women so they get you hooked, and then they'll show their true side. Back then, the type of women I'm talking about, they didn't do that. It was up front from the beginning. They were about their life. They didn't pretend, they didn't act, they didn't do none of that, and would still fall in love with them. I still would fall in love with them. My homeboy still fall in love with his. We still run around here claiming, cuffing women that we knew wasn't no good from day one. What we didn't prepare for, what we didn't know, or what we didn't understand as young men, that I'm breaking down to y'all now as an OG, breaking it down to you youngsters. What we didn't know then, that I know now, because I look back. I didn't find out and realize what it was till years later. When that coochie good enough, it don't matter how bad that woman is, how no good she is, how low down she is. And you could know it from day one that she ain't no good. But you get off in the plane and that thing, some of the best you ever had, you'll try to change them. When you see these guys around here with these women trying to change them, knowing they wasn't no good, but he figuring he gonna change her, that's because in the beginning, he had no intention of having any type of feeling for her. He had no intentions of being with her seriously. She just gonna be a plaything. But like Mel Waiter said, if y'all familiar with the blues, I thought I can hit it and quit it. I hit it too long, and now I can't quit it. It wasn't a great round the way he structured the song, but that's through lyrics, and that's what he said, and it makes a whole lot of sense. I would get with these women. I thought I could just hit it and quit it. The next thing you know, 3-4 years later, we still together. And I'm fussing because she want to go out all night long, because she half naked, and she stay in the club, but I met her in the club. And I was okay with that in the beginning. But you get to play around in that thing, and it be too good to you. As a young man, you don't know how to control it. I know how to control that now. I know how to get past, I know how to override the good coochie. I couldn't do that back then because I didn't know that what it was. I couldn't figure out for the life of me, why am I stuck on a woman that I knew was no good from the beginning. I would be mad at myself because I'm around here what I thought was in love with a hoochie. We called them hoochies back then. Dope holes. A couple other names. I could not figure that out. And I remember the last one that I consider a dope hole that I was in a relationship with. The one that left me that said she didn't want a broke ass man. We was mad at each other. I was mad at her rather. I wanted to leave. I didn't threaten to leave. I'm finna leave. I'm out of here. I'm through with this, before she left me. When she left me, she left. I was just threatening to leave. Leave for a couple of hours to come back. That type, you know. And I was asking myself one day, man, why I can't leave this bitch? She ain't no good, disrespectful, stay out all night long, but I won't leave her. I keep coming back. So later on that night, me and her doing the damn thing, and that thing was gripping. I remember thinking to myself, this why I can't leave this bitch. It dawned on me. This why I can't leave her. We was in the middle of doing what we do. And that thing was squeezing like squeezing. And I'm like, oh shit, I promise y'all. Like it was yesterday, I remember the thought came to my mind. This why I can't leave this bitch. In the middle of the hokey pokey, that thing was like it was gripping harder than it ever had grip before. I don't know if you're trying to keep me from leaving, what have you, but that thing was gripping like it had never gripped before. And I remember saying to myself, this why I can't leave that bitch. The question had been answered. I had asked the question I had been asking myself for months. Cause she, like the last 6 to 8 months of that relationship was horrible, but I wouldn't leave. The only thing we were still doing was screwing. No love, no dates, no nothing. We just were screwing here and now. But I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't get nothing else. But I couldn't figure that out until that moment I just told y'all about. We're not doing it. That was the last time I actually got it. 2 years later, that's another story. When I got myself together again, she came back, she doubled back, and I went on, cause I remember how, so I went on, tried it again. But anyway, I remember telling myself, this is why I can't leave. So I'm telling you, young men, don't be fooled by the good pussy. I'm warning you. It'll have you around here looking like a fool, looking stupid for a woman that everybody, including you, knows ain't no good. A woman that everybody, including you, knew before you even got with her, she wasn't no good. You thought because you knew she wasn't no good, ain't no way I'll fall for her. Ain't no way. But you didn't know what she had down there. You didn't know she had that base. You didn't know she had that crack. You found out the hard way. A few months later, you walk around here with your eye buck wide open like you fiending. Anybody seen her? Where she at? Where my girl at? Who she with? Where she at? What? Bitch, where you been? And everybody looking at you like, damn, he gone. She got him. And you can't leave. Don't let the good coochie fool you. It ain't love. You didn't get fooled. See, a lot of times, like I said, you can get with a woman nowadays, they'll fool you like they good women. I'm talking about women that you know from the start wasn't no good. But she put that thing on you. You weren't expecting that. And you don't know how to deal with that. You ain't mentally capable of coping with that. And she will have you walking around here like a little puppy dog on a string. If you ain't got nobody, like I didn't have nobody, because we was all strung out. All of us had the same type of women. And we was all my partners. And the OGs back then didn't mess with the youngsters. That's why I'm talking to y'all now. Back then we had the OGs that would reach back and teach us that they hated on us. And a lot of OGs hate y'all now, hate the youngsters. I'm not one of them. So that's why I'm giving y'all this message. Don't let that good coochie fool you into thinking you in love. That is love. You ain't getting nothing. You know you ain't getting nothing from her. You know she don't do nothing for you. You know she talk crazy to you. You know she do you bad. You can't figure out why you can't leave. you might want to take a look at that grip and realizing, that's why I can't leave. She got that good one. Ain't nothing more addictive to a man than a woman with a good one. You talk about cigarettes, you talk about crack, and any other drug. Ain't no drug more addictive than a woman that know how to put that thing on you. Don't let it fool you. Get it, got it, good. Bye.